Africa. My name is Peter Gift Mutasa, a trade union leader in Zimbabwe. I'm the former president of Zimbabwe Congress of Trade Unions and the current general secretary of Zimbabwe Banks and Allied Workers Union. In my many years of trade union experience, I've come to realize that the mainstream media and other platforms that are controlled mainly by government and employers do not give workers and trade unions easy access to raise their voices against exploitation. In one incident, when Zimbabwe Banks and Allied Workers Union wanted to run a campaign against Stuart Bank, we approached Newsday, a daily publisher in Zimbabwe, to run our press statement against Stuart Bank. 2 days later, nothing had been published. We then visited Newsday, and the deputy editor sat down with us, and he explained to us that they cannot run that press statement because it is against one of their biggest clients. They depended on that bank for their revenue. We were disappointed, we were frustrated. Yes, we believed that was unethical and possibly unconstitutional, but we had few options. We went to other publishers. The press statement could not be run by many of them until we opted for one that had not much wide reach, but it accepted to run our press statement. Over the years, I've been thinking and discussing with comrades on what we can do to ensure that we raise our voices as workers and to raise our voices as trade unions. And fortunately, technological developments have given us more options. Workers can now go on Twitter, on Facebook, and on YouTube and raise their voices. And this is why, as I near towards retiring from active trade union work, I've decided together with my comrades to come up with this platform, the Worker Voice, a platform that is solely aimed to aid the voices of the workers, to share their experiences, to raise their campaigns, and to also share valuable information that can aid workers in trade unions to raise their voice in Zimbabwe and in Africa. The Worker Voice seeks to look at different aspects of the labor markets and trade union work. Firstly, we want to look at labor justice. We want to understand the struggles of various trade unions and workers groups around Zimbabwe and the continent, how they are fighting for decent work and decent livelihoods. How are they fighting for democracy at work? And what is the state of health and safety in different working areas, different factories, in different countries? The Worker Voice will also look at the legislative developments in Zimbabwe and in the continent, and try to understand how unions and workers are fighting for progressive labor law reform. We also want to understand the various court judgments on various important aspects of the labor law, and we will bring that to the workers of Zimbabwe and the workers of Africa.
Solidarity forever, solidarity forever.
We'll also look at labor movement struggles for democracy and social justice. We'll look at the unions and trade unionists that are in danger, that are working in dangerous environments under repressive regimes. We want to hear how unions across the continent and in this country are winning power, political, social, and economic power for workers. We want to also hear how workers are operating in different environments across our continent and the country.
Workers' blood shall run, there can be no power greater anywhere beneath the sun. Yet what force on earth is weaker than the feeble strength of one? But the union makes us strong.
The Worker Voice is not a media outlet, it's a campaign platform for trade unions and workers. We will look at the political economy and try to analyze with various experts in the trade union movement, in politics, economists, finance people, people in government. We'll try to analyze social, economic, technological, and political developments in Zimbabwe and in various other countries of Africa, and try to help workers to build advocacy on policy and to also build sustainable and progressive policy proposals using the various engagements that we have on the Worker Voice platform. So, workers of Zimbabwe, workers of Africa, here is your platform, utilize it fully. Let us raise our voice. Your voice is your power.
In our hands is placed a power greater than their hoarded gold, greater than the